What's up guys, and today I have something fun with us, which just happens to be some mini drones, which is what we're going over today, and seeing if it's actually worth buying or if they're just another cheap gimmick. So first off, these things go for anywhere usually between $15 and $30, and as well have a link to the one used down in the description below. So the biggest thing I was worried about when I was thinking about these things is how cheap is the build quality going to be. Now obviously they have an all plastic construction, and to say the least, you're probably not going to have to worry about it breaking at all unless you're like smashing it into sharp rocks and stuff. Since this little drone is so lightweight, dropping from the sky or crashing full speed into a wall isn't going to do much, if any damage at all. And if you look around the drone as a whole, you'll see that white caging that protects the wings and sides from touching anything, which I would highly recommend keeping on. The only thing that you're going to have to worry about when crashing is maybe a propeller flying off, but luckily it does come with quite a few extras. These mini drones are super fun to play around with, and they're definitely not something that just gets boring after like a week. They stay fun, and honestly, the only bad thing about these smaller drones is I guess the overall build quality and definitely the battery life. I found myself always getting around 5 minutes of fly time before the drone died. Charging takes 40 to 60 minutes, so I would suggest maybe getting more than one so you could fly for a longer time, or maybe with someone else at the same time, since they do have 4 channels, meaning that 4 different drones could be flying around in the same area at once without having any interruptions. As well, the range on these things is anywhere between 15 and 30 meters, which is pretty decent, and you can fly indoors or outdoors, which is usually a little more fun because you can go at a faster speed without worrying about crashing into anything. While it is a lot of fun to fly outside, even if there's the slightest bit of wind, this thing will take off in its own direction. As far as flying this drone goes though, it's really fun, and at first it was crazy hard, but after flying it a few times for like 3 or 4 days, I had legit become a professional drone pilot. The 2 blue lights indicate the front and the red are the back, and these really do make it a lot easier to tell which way you're about to go. At full speed this thing goes pretty fast, and when put into like this stunt mode it goes insanely quick. As well, it can fly upwards and downwards and turn at a really good rate too. And real quick, I'd like to say that I really did try to get more actual footage of the drone flying around, and I really did guys, but it was so freaking hard. There's always wind outside, which is where I usually film, and keeping within the frame was legit impossible. And on top of that, I literally somehow broke one of the charging ports when one of these things crashed indoors while attempting to film. So yeah, basically everything was going wrong, and I'm not gonna lie, I definitely rage quit a few times while filming this video. And I guess one more funny story about these is that I turned the controller off one time while filming and the drone kept running. So it was upside down, flopping around and just glitching out, and I literally had to pick it up real quick and throw it onto the ground. Needless to say, that stopped it. Anyway, the controller that comes with this thing is cheap, but it's built well enough to do its job perfectly. Controls are precise and everything works pretty much as you would expect it to. All you have to do is pop in 2 AA batteries into the back and you're good to go. On the box it does say there are some cool functions that this drone can do on its own, and I actually had to for once in my life read the manual to figure out how to do something. I know, crazy right? If you press the right bumper, the drone will do it'll do a little flip, and if you press the left bumper, it basically goes into this crazy hyperdrive mode where the drone will move around at like 3 times the speed and just do everything super fast. It's like stunt mode. As well, with those arrow keys under the joysticks, you can adjust the drone's balance just in case it starts to lean one way or another while it's supposed to be still in the air. There are also a few other functions, and I tried to figure them out, but I just could not. Anyway though, the functions that I could do were pretty darn cool. Overall, I definitely say these are worth buying. They're so fun to mess around with, and as well they're comparatively cheap when looking at a good full-size drone, and this is probably the best alternative. If you're looking to pick one up or just look further into it, feel free to check out the link in the description. As well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome weekly videos just like this. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.